we need to register as a trusted sender to make sure your phone calls don't get filtered. Go ahead on, click on settings, make sure you're logged in, and go ahead and go under phone numbers. And then hitting here, unfortunately, this account doesn't have the credit card on it, but you'll see under, you should be able to see on the top right, Trust Center. You want to click on that. Yeah, and if you are on Open Phone or something else, then yes, just make sure you probably 100% got an email about it. It's called A2P. Just search for A2P inside your email and go through the same motions. If you can open it up and just go through it with me. So A2P is out here on the left side. But before we do that, might as well also register the business profile. I'm not sure exactly what this is for, how it's being used, but might as well just register for it too. So what that forces you to do is to update business profile. It brings it back to this page. And what you want to do is make sure that all this is filled out, the business information, and you need to add your EIN number here and click on update information. So go ahead and do that right now. And just make sure that this is all under business profile. Just make sure, I believe we did this in the first stage. If you already updated your EIN number, then you should be good to go. But just make sure you have that added. Yep. And once you added, your business type, your business industry, and your EIN, and just checked off USA, unless if you're also sending text outside of USA, you check those off, update the information. Once you do that, then go back to phone numbers, and again, go back to the same tab, which was hidden right here, Trust Center. And that will, once you do that, I click on submit for review, and you should pretty much get approved pretty quickly with this. So that's that one, easy peasy. This one is the fun one, the A2P one. It was just short about. So I also did this for Tilio. I have a Tilio account, went through the same steps. All of them, for some reason, I'm not sure whether, I'm pretty sure the government money goes to the government, I'm assuming, but they all have some kind of $10 a month kind of thing for this to happen. Again, everybody who's sending out any text from any platform needs to go through this. If you provided an EIN, this one should be selected. Because I didn't provide an EIN, this one is selected for me, but this one should be selected for you. What you're going to do is click on next, and then you will see, I guess, this one is, for the sole prop, because I didn't provide an EIN number. I remember when I did it for the EIN number, it was a little bit cheaper. It was like $10, something like that. But whatever it is, again, these costs are minimal compared to, again, setting these things up for our law firms. It's not even something to even wince at. So go ahead and go through that. And then let's go through this together. Business profile, make sure that your information is there. Yours may look different, just in case that you provided an EIN number. I'm not sure whether this is asking it because I'm a sole prop, but whatever it is, just make sure that you're providing that information. Click on next. I guess ask for your business address. And again, please try to do this as we're doing this together. Then you're going to click on next. You're going to ask for your industry. Brand name, again, yours might look possibly different. I'm not sure because of the sole prop versus the registered entity. But whatever it is, just try to answer those. Now we should get to a page like this, which is A2P Campaign Use Case. Again, this is super annoying. I may need to just provide the EIN number and maybe do it the typical way. Give me a second to do that. Yeah, fortunately, I'm not sure whether it shows something different because it provided the EIN number or not. Ideally, I think I do want to do it regular way. So let me quickly try to do this. Gosh, really, let me just do it 1 second with the EIN number. So I could go through the typical steps with you. Since I've already done this, I can't really show how. So let me go through it again to do it on this new account. EIN number submitted, going back to phone service. All right. So I guess when I register with the EIN number, then now it shows me with this particular one, which is want. Looks like the price is the same. There we go. The use case. There we go. Now we're on default mode. So a different use case of it. So let's go through the different options and probably let's choose our best option. Low volume mixed. Let's go with that. Yeah, I don't think we need any other ones. Let's just go forward with that one. If it, for some reason, it gets declined or whatever, then we could choose something else. But let's go with that. Campaign use description. They give you an example. So let's go ahead and actually, let me see if I give you guys some examples to use. There we go. Right. If you go on the legal phone onboarding document, on the last page, on the FAQ number 8, and again, the instructions are on your sheet, and I'll show you what I mean. So on the onboarding, you see right here, right now we're on this step. So look under number 8 in the section below, for example, submissions. So if we go all the way to the end, you'll see on the last page, I gave you some example submissions. So here's the one, and I'll put this wording in the chat. This is not necessarily what you have to put. It's just an example. So kind of like, it's like how do you collect your lead information? So this is, for us, prospects submit their own contact information via our forms on Facebook. We're TCPA compliant on all of our lead forms, and we don't scrape for any contact information. Once the prospect voluntarily submits their contact information, we reach out via phone call. So just write a short description. Also, they give you an example, but just say, prospects submit their own information via our landing page and they consent to receive, just make sure that, again, they don't cover TCPA compliance as much, but making sure that you're TCPA compliant or whatever that is. Steven says, contact your agency for brand and campaign registration. Let me know if anybody else caught that error that Steven A. Smith got. If not, Kevin, we have to look into that. The same error. Kevin, see if you can look into that. I'm pretty sure, Kevin will look into it right now. Okay. Or you could say, we get very, I don't know, like what other potentially ask ChatGPT or Google Bard for this? I don't know. Do the best you can of like pretty much how the text that you're sending. Again, now it's going to ask you for a sample message number 1. Again, in the FAQ section, have some for you. I'll put it in the chat. It's a sample message that you usually send out to your leads. A2P. Yeah. Kevin is looking into it right now, and then we'll see what comes out of it. We'll see. Okay. Let's try to do our best to go through it, and then we'll see what comes out of it. So sample message number 1, these are like kind of typical texts that we send out to our leads. Just want to make sure that you're not basically sending anything fishy. You're not sending any random links, essentially. So just basically, what are your texts going to say? Make up something for now. Just keep it very simple. Put that in. Definitely do not check any of these off. I have a feeling if you check any of these off, it's going to automatically be under scrutiny. So leave those alone. Next is, how do end users consent to receiving messages? Again, give a little example in the FAQ section. Here it is. I just put it in the chat. The one that we put is, end users opt in via Facebook lead forms and voluntarily provide their contact information. Before they submit their contact information, they consent to CPA terms that are explicitly shared with them above the submit button. This is very particular. I have a feeling most of these 90% of people that are submitting these is not as fancy as this particular answer. So again, do your best to try to explain how do your users that give you their contact information, how do they consent to receive these messages? The use case, Patty, is the first one, the default one, it's the low volume one. Yeah, William, and people that are getting those errors, it's probably because of the 30-day trial has ended. I think that's probably the reason. Yeah, Kevin has clarified that is the reason. So make sure that you're out of the trial. And again, if you're going to be moving forward with this, don't even hesitate on it. So just make sure to update your critical on fall and, so that we can move forward with this. So opt-in keywords. I don't have any particular opt-in keywords because we opt in particular ways, but for now, they give a couple of examples like subscribe, start, opt-in, blah, 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 whatever it is. You just put start or subscribe, doesn't matter. And then opt-in message is you're not opted in. Here's what to put in, and I'll put this in the chat as well. Audra, cancel registration because the bill is either reviewed. Anthony speaking. How can I help you? Just mute. Audra, yeah, I think the business profile has to get approved first. Instantly gets approved as long as you provide that EIN number.
I apologize about that, but
I'm not sure where that's coming. Yeah, so yeah, try to get the business profile approved.
I apologize about that.
Steven, I think your audio is coming in. All right, so again, the examples are given under the FAQ section under 8, and we're going to submit it. And there you go. Your information has been successfully submitted. Again, it's a one-time thing. I know it's super annoying and it's very particular, but just do your best to submit that and you will see. Now it says pending. I know I submitted it and pretty quickly it was approved, so we're good. And the last thing is this particular one, which is enable trusted calling, which I'm assuming it's going to be kind of like your law firm name. And you're going to submit that, and that will also take a couple of days to get approved. So that's what you want to do. Again, this is a one-time thing, a little annoying, but let's just try to get through it. William, got it. Business profile is in review. It is not disruptive. Okay, then maybe William, maybe wait for this to get approved. Maybe for whatever reason it didn't get approved time. We give it a day and see what happens, and then go through it. If not, just submit a ticket with us and try to look into it.